guy right here. Did you say hug him? We're going for a hug, Brianna?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. There you go. All right, we're starting this off great. What's your name, man?
Dylan.
Dylan and what?
You ready to go?
Are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
What's your YouTube page?
It's Dylan Thompson. It's
maybe that's where I've seen you. Maybe I've seen you on YouTube.
It's mostly first person content, so my camera's right here.
Yeah.
So it's not a lot of my face stuff.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. I started the entertainment industry over 20 years ago, and I'm like, man, I started too soon.
Too soon? You can never. I wish I would have started sooner.
Because I'm older, man. I'm pretty old, and I don't I don't really connect to YouTube stuff like that as much. I'm old school. Give me a whole script, a camera, a set, everything.
Oh yeah. So where's turbo mode?
Turbo mode.
How do I put it in turbo mode?
Go ahead and hit the 2 dots upper on a 15.5 inch screen, right there in the middle. See the 2 dots upper left? Yep. Sport mode.
Oh, wow.
So here's what I'm going to say, though, on the way out. Yeah. Let's take it somewhat easy. Once we hit the street, you can punch it straight out. There is a little bit of a curve going around and uphill. If you want to see a little bit of suspension, you can do a little bit more than this, but let's not go all out on the way out of here.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they already got on our cases about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then also, are you familiar with one pedal drive?
Yeah. Like the regen braking?
Yeah, regen braking.
Is that what it's in right now?
A lot of other companies call it regen braking. We specifically call it one pedal drive. The difference between us and, we're following that Mach-E right there. The difference between us and other companies is that we can turn ours off and on.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, now your one pedal drive, and this is the area where you can kind of mess around with a little bit of the handling if you want to.
Oh, it's quick.
Yeah.
It's really quick.
It is.
Wow, I'm barely touching it.
And it's such a smooth ride as well. Very balanced vehicle. Considering you don't have an engine up front, you got nothing in there weighing it down and shaking it around. And the fact that you have your motor basically in the front between the wheels, you got another motor in the back between the wheels, and then you have the battery roughly along the platform underneath. It's a very well balanced vehicle. All-wheel drive, extended battery. So this is a 31 kilowatt hour battery, and that's going to give you an extended range of 320 miles.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, but of course, if you know anything about EVs, you also know weather can change that as well. We'll charge these to 100% in a little bit colder weather, and it may show up on the dash as 320, but eventually you can also see it take a drop to like maybe 316, 315 once you pull off. Let's not do what they did so much.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, you're going to get a chance out there on the street. So yeah, you'll be, and he probably just slowed him down as well up there.
Yeah, he's getting a talking to up there.
Yeah,
I think that's my buddy.
Yeah, your buddy's getting a talking to.
He's getting reprimanded.
But once we get this street, you can go ahead and hit it. So what is it that you look for in a vehicle?
Range. Something that looks cool.
Okay, what do you think about this 320 mile range for this?
I think this is great. I really like this truck. I was pretty interested when they first released the media stuff on it. But then it kind of got trolled on the internet. A lot of people hating on this truck on the internet.
Really? Why is that? I haven't watched it. I don't look at that.
The one, I forget his name, but someone came out with a video that made a towing video, and they towed for about 20 miles.
Lost about 100, a little bit over 100 mile range or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
And they towed for 20 miles and wait, what?
It died after 20 miles. That's the video. But
the vehicle itself died.
Yeah. Like the range dropped that much from the towing. But I mean, I wouldn't use it for
What was he towing?
A boat or something like that.
How heavy was it? Let's not believe everything we see.
I mean, I don't know.
How reputable was this guy? I need to see this video.
That's almost 90 miles of range in 30 miles? Are you serious?
I think it was, I can't remember the video, but I remember it was pretty big at the time. And then also
when you do this launch right here, do me a favor and hold with both hands. Okay. Because it will get away from you. They're launching. Go for it. You can go. Yeah, just stay steady with both hands on it because it will go.
Oh, yeah. Yep, that's why you buy EV.
Exactly, right?
Yeah, that's pretty sweet for such a big vehicle.
Yep, like I said, 775 pound-feet of torque. So you're going to get exactly the power that you need out of this. especially if you're not towing. You know, we don't really need this type of power every day, all day, but it's good to always have it. And then when it comes down to towing, you're going to get 10,000 towing out of the extended battery, all-wheel drive.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever video you're talking about, I'm curious as to why would it go 20 miles and then shut off or die out or lose its capacity? It's 320 mile range vehicle. It tows 10,000 miles. Now I've seen videos where it lost a significant amount, you know, from towing 10,000, but it's also a battery. It's also an EV, you know, and everybody knows that when you're towing your vehicles, even in a gas vehicle, you lose more gas when towing.
Oh, definitely.
But when it comes to a battery, especially something that's very much affected by weather conditions, you're going to lose even more when it comes to, you know, your electric towing.
Let's talk about the price, because I know that was another thing that was talked about. This with the pre-orders. A lot of people pre-ordered them, and then the price went up $12,000 or something like that. What's the MSRP?
When did that happen?
Before it came out. I remember some of the pre-owners were unhappy.
But yeah. So for your pricing, you're going to be looking at anywhere between $49,000 to $91,000. Now know that the $49,000, and also I should actually say $45,000, but you'll be looking at a Pro, as that's the entry level one, and that was initially for fleets.
Okay.
And they recently opened it up to the public, but there's still a lot of people waiting for their fleet vehicles, and they're the ones in line.
I see.
When you get all the way up to $91,000, that's the Platinum, and those are the other three that we have in this lineup right here. What you're in right now is going to be $77,000, and this is your extended battery Lariat. But it goes from bottom to top: Pro, XLT, Lariat, and Platinum. That $12,000, I'm not exactly sure. Like I said earlier, I don't really look at all of that.
Yeah.
But if there was a $12,000 situation, it could have been markup. But if not, it was also fixed, because maybe 4 months ago, I believe, somewhere around there, they dropped the prices roughly $10,000 for each of these.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So for instance, other than our Platinum was 91, and it could top out at 98. But this one was at initially, I believe, 85, 86, somewhere around there. And this one is now, like I said, 77. So they did drop the prices down. And I'm sure if that was a major issue, that had a bit to do with it.
So you're saying if I go to a Ford dealer, I can find this exact spec and pay roughly 77? 70.
I can't speak for markup.
Okay.
I can't speak for markup, but suggested retail price for this exact vehicle that we're in right now, suggested retail price would look somewhere around the 77 mark.
Okay.
Yeah.
So not if you wanted to, you could get one of these for over 100,000 with specs, like the top of the line.
A platinum
with all the
full-on specs, full-on everything,
big battery,
no markup. Yeah, you'll be walking out of there a little bit over 100.
Okay.
But ideally, the max you'll be looking at is roughly, 98 max.
I got to go all the way up there.
We're gonna follow this GT in front of us.
Cool. What's your favorite one? What do you like driving the best?
So
out of that,
there's a small group of us. Everybody here who's wearing Ford. Mm-hmm. There's about 8 to 10 of us, 7 to 10 of us that have been on the road constantly since April. Yeah. And I'm one of them. And we were all somewhat assigned a vehicle to kind of call our own. Mm-hmm. This is mine.
Okay, cool.
I really do like those Mach-E's.
Yeah.
They are fun to drive at times. I'm not very interested in whipping this big thing around corners.
Yeah, exactly.
Although you can.
Yeah, it seems like you can.
You definitely can. But I just like how smooth this is, how quiet it is. Sometimes we drive city to city. We'll drive 5-6 hours sometimes. I'm the kind of person that'll turn all of the music off and just be in my thoughts.
Yeah.
And, it's so quiet in this thing. And on a nice day when you're doing just a cool, simple drive down the road, on the highway, going city to city, you could really get lost in your thoughts in here.
Yeah.
You know, so I love how smooth it is. I love the height, and I love the space, even when it's just me in this vehicle by myself. I put my luggage in the front up there, you know, because sometimes we'll have equipment in the back. We're going to go to the right side of everything.
Okay.
Yep, and all the way to the right. But yeah, we put our equipment in the back seat, and I put my luggage in the front up there, and it's just one of the smoothest rides I've ever been in.
There's no e-transits out here today? Are those on the street yet?
No, we don't. They are, but we don't have any with us on the tour. There you go.
That's another one I'm interested in. Well, Walter, thank you so much, man.
I appreciate it, Dylan, man.
Exactly the type of guy that that I'm looking for when I test drive these things.
Yeah, man. I hope
You did great.
Hope I didn't ruin your video,
No,
brother.
definitely not, man.
Dylan Thomas?
Thompson, yeah.
Dylan Thompson.
Yep.
Just Dylan Thompson on YouTube.
Yep.
I'm gonna check it out, man.
I appreciate it.
All right.
Have a good one.
You too, brother.
I hit it one more time. Thanks, man. Love just for you back with the truck.
Wait, you did the truck too?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh, cool.
Maybe that's cool. Like alone in the port.
Yeah.
The forest thing just let you out alone, dude.
That is nuts, man. We gotta do that again, I feel like.